Welcome back to the Butts and Stuff, a barbecue podcast. I'm your host, Chris, here with my co-host, Jazz.
What's up?
Jazz, what is going on?
Same old. Do a little cooking, do a little football watching over the weekend.
A little football. Titans didn't do so well.
Did not. I'll say this. All right. So, I know we probably shouldn't talk a whole lot about football, but I will say this. I didn't plan for them to, or I planned it. Like, I didn't expect for them to win because I figured, Kansas City is a better team, especially if you look at rankings and stuff. But
right, they've got Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but if you look at it the way I was looking at it, was we had them on the fence. I mean, we were tied at the end. Okay, tied at the end. So you're telling me Patrick Mahomes and his all-star team here couldn't beat us in a regulation game,
right?
Because and we didn't even have Tannehill, who was our main quarterback or whatever. We started out with a third-round draft pick, rookie quarterback in his second NFL game, and we held off Kansas City for an entire game. So, and they beat us by 3 points in overtime. So they beat us by a field kick in overtime. So you're telling me that they are so good that they could almost not beat us.
Right. And that's the game of football. You look at Tennessee Volunteers. They beat Alabama.
Yeah.
Last week, they got spanked.
Yeah. Well, it was just like, we had a kid at work. He's a big Kansas City fan.
Right.
And he's like, oh, we did so great. You're telling me you're that great and
so
confident
what you're
about
telling me
What I'm saying is, I just try to put this to him real easy. I'm like, listen, this is not a bragging game for you, okay? Because I'm telling you, the Titans didn't have that much going for them coming into this.
Yeah, listen, this isn't a real big flex here.
Yeah, you're not like, oh, we beat you by 20 points. No, you didn't. You technically didn't beat us in the regulation game. You had to beat us in overtime.
Right.
3 points. So, anyway, that's my rant on that one.
There's your rant. There's my sports rant sports rants.
And I know we brought this up in the last podcast that, we don't really know statistics and stuff. And I don't know all the ins and outs, and I'm okay with that.
Right.
So that's just kind of my rant. Like, I won't go too far into it because everybody's like, well, so-and-so's, 0-2, and I don't care. I looked at it from a whole.
Well, footballs are brown.
Yeah. I looked at it as a whole. Okay. Yeah. That's how I'm going by this. Right. I looked at, you almost couldn't beat us.
Right.
Like, we had you to the wire. Okay. That's all there is.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
So you brought us something today.
I did. I brought you a little something. A friend of mine, I won't mention his name, because I'm not exactly sure how they made this, but I don't think they made this like you would think.
Right.
But this is, they call it apple pie moonshine. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard of apple pie moonshine, but I'm not sure that they made this like in the woods in a still.
You don't think they're in the backwoods heating her up?
No, I don't. I think they just mixed something together. I'm not sure what liquor they use.
They got a 30s Buick going through the woods.
Yeah, right. It's not what you think. I don't think it's that kind of moonshine, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty tasty. I've already tasted it. Did you taste it?
Well, let's see.
Tried it. It's it tastes like apple cider with liquor. I mean, that's really what it tastes like.
That is smooth.
That's good, isn't it?
That is very, very smooth. He did a very good job finishing that. I don't know how he did it.
This one I was told, this is the smaller of the two jars he gave me, but this one is this is 2 years old.
Okay.
So it's sat a little longer, and it is smoother. He said the other one, being that it hasn't gone as long, and he said it doesn't have as much of the sugar and cinnamon and stuff in it.
Right.
He says it's a little more stouter.
Right.
So I don't know if that's what I haven't tasted that one yet, so I don't know.
Well, you might have to bring that one next week.
Yeah, well, we probably will.
Apple pie, Thanksgiving coming up.
I know.
It's got to be good.
I know. I like. What's your favorite dessert for Thanksgiving?
So I don't eat a whole lot of sweets, but if I'm going pumpkin pie. I am going original.
Yeah, me too. I'm 100% a pumpkin pie guy. I like the apple pies. Yeah, apple pie is something I do like.
Yep.
But if you're going even Christmas, Thanksgiving, it's pumpkin pie.
Oh, it has to be. It goes for all holidays.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion, it is not a fall holiday dessert.
It's not a fall holiday dessert?
No, you can eat that year round.
Oh.
Pumpkin pie is delicious year round.
Okay, I totally agree with that. I do agree with that. And I don't care. I've had some bad pumpkin pies, but I have had, but even like some store bought ones are pretty good. You throw a mound of Cool Whip on it, and you can eat any pumpkin pie.
So we have it in the works to do a homemade. I don't know if we're gonna do it yet. We'll have to revisit this.
Okay. I want to know how it goes.
Yeah, we'll have to know. So
you have to tell me this.
There you go. So
after this moonshine, I probably won't remember much.
I don't know if we're gonna make it through 30 minutes or not, but we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. We're not starting off with a bunch. We're just starting off with some sips.
Yeah, but
we'll
it
see
is
how this
smooth.
goes. It is really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
so what you been cooking?
Let's see. I know. What was my last video? Depends on
your last one. I'm gonna call it a Philly cheesesteak slider. You just called it a cheesesteak slider.
Yeah, I called it a cheesesteak slider. Okay. I only called it a cheesesteak slider because if anybody actually watches it and notices that I don't call it a Philly cheesesteak slider, it's because I'm pretty sure from what I've seen from people who've actually cooked Philly cheesesteaks in Philly,
right?
They don't make it the same way. And I mean, it's all pretty much just
same concept.
Same concept.
Yeah.
But they use like cheddar or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they use different kinds of cheese and they make theirs look way different.
It's all provolone, isn't it?
Is it?
Or all Swiss or
I thought it was like cheddar. I've seen them do it with whatever it was yellow. So it was like a cheddar or something like that. But like I used provolone and pepper jack on mine and I thought it was great. Right. I know a lot of them use provolone.
Yeah, I think a lot of them is provolone. Of course, it's got the ground beef and onions all in it.
Oh, see, and they use ground beef.
They do.
Oh, see, I used actual
I think
steak.
An original one is chopped beef or ground beef, I believe. And then, yeah, they do American cheese and provolone.
Oh, okay. See, that's why I said mine is a little different, because I used actual shaved steak.
Yeah, I think ribeye steak, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what it was. Oh, that's been a week or so ago.
I love
2 weeks ago. I don't really remember what it was. But I'm pretty sure it may have been shaved ribeye. Actually, right. I think it was. Now that I think, I'm trying to remember what the package said, but I think it was shaved ribeye, and it was like really good. I threw that on a Blackstone and then threw a little seasoning in it. Nothing crazy.
I've tried that before.
Delicious.
I do a Korean bulgogi that I'll take ribeye and slice it really, really thin and marinate it.
This wasn't even like, this was like super, it was almost
almost like a skirt steak.
No, it's almost like what did I say? Like Arby's has that like really thin shaved roast beef. It's like that, but it's steak.
Oh, where did you source that from?
Your local Aldi's.
Oh, nice. Aldi's is coming strong.
Listen, so far there's two things I found at Aldi's that I can't live without. One is the shaved steak, and two is this 7-Up like sponge cake thing that they have. I'm not even sure exactly what kind of cake it is.
Any cake you put soda in, count me in.
It's delicious. I can eat that whole cake. I probably shouldn't, but it's delicious.
Yeah, we all have that.
I never eat the whole cake, but you know what I mean.
At least that's what the story you're telling is.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell anybody anything different.
So I heard there is some big YouTube news going on.
Oh, yeah. So I got a rant. This is another rant.
The mic is yours.
I'm a ranter. So I get up I can't remember what it was, a day or two ago, whatever. And I open up YouTube to check everything, see what's going on. And I have a warning notification on my YouTube channel. And I'm like, for what? Like, what would cause a warning? So I start looking into this, and it takes me a little while. I'm like, I don't understand what they're giving me a warning for. And it's on a video from like 6 months ago.
Okay.
From like, let's see, would have shot it like over Memorial Day weekend, so probably the week after that or something. Right. Like that. So I don't know how long it's been. It's been a while back.
Right.
Right. So, okay, I figure that out. Figure out, okay, well, what did they have a problem with? Well, come to find out, see, when I shot that video, I had went down to Mexico. We did a cooking class.
Okay.
Okay.
Chef Mastrossi or
no, it's Tabasco Chef Maestros Tabasco cooking class, whatever they called it. And I had looked up their website, and I just copied their website, posted it in the description, whatever, moved on. Apparently, that website address has changed.
Oh.
Or they don't have that website anymore, or whatever.
So they did a little fact finder on you.
But what's weird is like it must have changed recently and somehow raised a red flag. because that site's no good. It comes up like, oh, this is damaging, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Well, I didn't know. I don't run their website.
Right.
So how am I supposed to know that? So why are you giving me a channel strike for having something that was obviously there 6 months ago?
Right.
It's not even my website.
Right.
And then, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting a warning notification that if this happens again, you'll get a channel strike. For what? I didn't do anything wrong.
So is that kind of like going to Facebook jail?
Well, yeah. Like, okay, so I'm reached my 1,000, and I got to get a couple more watch hours, and then I'll start being monetized.
Right.
Okay, I'm real close to that.
Yep.
But if I get a channel strike, I may not get monetized. I may have to work harder to do whatever, or get this removed, or whatever it is. And that's what happens when you get a channel strike.
Right.
I don't need a channel strike for something that I didn't do. I had no control. Yeah, I had no control over this. So you have to appeal it. Well, how long is that going to take? They don't tell you.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, hit this appeal button and you can appeal it. What am I supposed to say? Hello, not my website. Sorry about your luck.
Not my doing.
So I removed it. I went in, I deleted it off there, and I said, look, this isn't my website. I said, it was a good website when I posted the video 6 months ago.
Right.
And now it's changed. I'm sorry. I removed it. Can you please take this off? I don't know what else to tell you.
Right.
What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do?
So so you get in trouble on Facebook because you shared something. That's what's been going on there.
Something that has hurt somebody's feelings.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I'm sorry that I like Chevy trucks. Jeez, give me a break,
I'm sorry that this website from 6 months ago has changed.
It was literally a website to a cooking class, and apparently, I don't know if they just dropped the website and went to something else. Or changed. I don't know what they did. It's not my responsibility to figure this out from 6 months ago.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to go back through every single video and double check everything and change the thumbnail while you're there.
Yeah. So I'm really irritated with it because I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
So I don't know why you're punishing me for it.
Yeah. And stuff like that's got to be hard. I mean, how do you combat that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, YouTube has gotten so strict,
right?
That it's like it's almost not fun. Like, I enjoy cooking.
I enjoy your portion of it.
Yeah, I enjoy making videos. But do you change and go to another platform and start all over?
Right. Yeah.
I've worked this hard to get somewhere.
Right. What do you do?
Yeah. What do you do? There's I guess you just deal with it,
Unfortunately, if that's what you want to do, I think you kind of have to just deal with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like starting this podcast out. All these channels, you create this RSS feed and you get all your channels set up and going. And, if you play music that they don't like, they're just going to demonetize you, cut you.
Demonetize you. They just won't let you do it, which is kind of dumb. But
and you put all this work into it and,
Right. So, speaking of this.
Yeah.
So, you're the guy that controls the podcast, because I do my YouTube channel.
Correct. You have your YouTube channel,
and then you control this.
Correct.
So we're just starting off.
Second podcast here,
Second
guys.
podcast. So you haven't experienced yet the highs and lows, because let me tell you, from doing this, I'm a little more than a year that I've been doing this, I can tell you that there's going to come a day when you're going to realize that you go put out a podcast or you put out a video like I do. And you're like, yeah, this is great. I'm getting all these views, I'm getting these listens, whatever.
Right.
And they're going to be on top. And 2 days, 3 days goes by. And next thing you know, nothing's really happening.
We're stuck with our 19 listeners we have. And that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So being someone who already kind of deals with anxiety and depression, a lot of times I'm really up, other times I'm just down and out.
Right.
This is kind of hard. So this is where I want to go with this. Okay. So I use YouTube as almost like therapy for me.
Okay.
So I love to cook. I love to go outside. That's my time to go out. I can cook. I can, think about how I want to make my video and how I want this to look. And, that's what I do.
Right.
Right. That's my therapy all the time. But on the other hand, it kind of hurts me, because then I'm watching the video views, or I'm watching this. I'm watching the comments.
Why is this video view not getting as much as the last one? The last one got 2,000.
Yeah. Why is this one only getting this? Why is this not? So you go through that up and down. So on one hand, it's therapy.
Right.
And then on the other hand, it's like not helping at all. so you're gonna. So I wait for the day where this is gonna start kicking in for you.
I hope not, because I got just as bad anxiety. So.
Yeah, so you're like, oh man, this is great. I put out a video. I worked really hard. I did this awesome video. This is great. You put it out there, and you're like, yeah, the first day, you're like, this is going well, and then like everything kind of drops off, and you're like, I really thought this would be way better than this. And then you start getting this low, and you start
gonna go.
Yeah, you start questioning your life choices, and you're like, why do I do this to myself?
Right.
Why do I put myself out there like this?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be like, the next day you're like, well, we're gonna put another podcast out tomorrow. It'll be fine. Like we'll just. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm gonna do anymore. And then you put it out, and you're like, oh, this is great. This is awesome. Everything's going great.
Well, I tell you what, episode 2, and I'm already liking this because I don't have to be in front of the camera yet. Now we have been asked if we're going to video it.
Yeah, I do want to put this on video at some point.
But you're not putting out there trying to teach somebody how to cook a piece of meat or come up with a recipe. You're just going to
stare at us talk for 30 minutes or something.
While we look at each other just
weirdly.
So
talk about my YouTube issues and talking about drinking moonshine. That's not technically moonshine. I don't know what you call this. It's really good.
It is. I'm curious on how he actually made that. So you'll have to ask him and let us know.
I know it involves mixing it with some apple cider.
Okay.
But I don't know. But from there, I don't really know. I don't know exactly sure what they put in it. Some kind of liquor and apple cider and some
whatever it is. It's good.
Cinnamon and sugar. It's really good.
So we'll have to find out. But
right.
We're gonna take a quick break, real quick.
All right. So. Continuing with some rants here.
Oh, I like a good rant.
I got a lot of rants tonight because I don't know how to go into this one, but I did some chicken thighs.
Ooh, okay.
And I know you know how to do chicken thighs.
I do.
We did a competition. You did chicken thighs, and we did very, very well with it. What did we get? Third place?
I believe we got third in that one, and I've done some on my own that I have gotten first.
Yeah.
So.
You're gonna have to teach me your ways on chicken thighs.
I tell you what, I do the easiest chicken thighs because I refuse to go through and start scraping skin 3 hours.
Okay, so I did chicken thighs the other night.
Okay,
and I didn't do no barbecue or competition style, no nothing like that. Right. I was just gonna throw them on the grill and cook them. And I didn't realize that's what I had because my wife just laid something out. She's like, okay, whatever, gonna cook that chicken. I'm like, okay. So I go get the chicken and I look at it. I'm like, chicken thighs? Like, what happened to chicken breast? Like, we always cook chicken breast. Like,
that's what these?
What the heck? Like, I'm just not a chicken thigh guy. So I've done them before. Let's be honest. I've done it before. I'm just really confused why we had them for some reason.
Right.
But, so I get them out and I start messing with them. And I got to tell you, I hate chicken thighs.
There is people that just despise cooking chicken.
I don't know that I despise cooking chicken. Like I don't mind a good chicken breast. I don't mind wings. I know I said the last one that I'm a chicken nugget kind of guy. But I don't mind chicken wings with the bone in. I really don't. I will eat them. It's just I prefer.
He may or may not have caught flack on that one.
No. I didn't catch any hell on that one. I just prefer like a boneless chicken wing. Like it's just what I do. It's more or less just because it's less work to eat.
Right.
I don't want to fight for my meal.
Yeah.
I'm a big boy.
We're not going to war here.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. I'm not about to throw down over some chicken wings. Okay. Like I just want to eat. All right. But I did these chicken thighs and I was like, is there meat in here? Like, and I'm sure probably was the brand or cut or whatever that I had. But I was like, man, is there meat in this? Like, there was so much fat and just like.
That's the problem with thighs. You got to get rid of that.
Oh, my God. Like, I spent forever. I only had like 8 thighs, and I had to trim the crap out of these things. And then when I got done, I'm like.
How long did it take you to trim them? There is people that overthink trimming. And
I mean, I can't say it took me like forever. It was probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes, probably. I mean, I just cut off what I couldn't. Like, I'm like, I'm not going to eat this giant chunk of fat. Yeah. Like, I'm just going to trim it off, whatever. Yep. Not a big deal. Like, I didn't get like too into like cutting the shape and make sure it was all uniform because I wasn't doing competition. I was just cooking it for the kids, you know, or for us. But I spent so much time trimming them and then I seasoned them up and I'm like, like, I'm done with this. Like, I don't even want to cook them. Like, I spent so much time. This shouldn't have been that big a deal. A chicken breast, I could have flopped it out on the cutting board, seasoned it up, and threw it on the grill. Like,
it's done and easy.
Yeah. But, man, I spent so much time. And then, like I said, they were by that point, there wasn't much meat left.
Right.
So what was the point of that?
Oh, they just, the little meat that you can get, it's so good.
So, and I know in a lot of competitions, you can do other things than thighs. Thighs are supposed to be like the way to go.
Right. A lot of the new ones you can, but
you can do like,
you can start doing, I can't remember who it is.
Can you do like legs?
If you're doing a backyard competition, yes, you can. But the KCBS,
and the NBN and all that. Well, I don't know. NBN does
NBN does not do chicken.
It does do chicken, right?
But that is the standard.
Okay,
is thighs.
That's what I thought.
However, the new KCBS rule is you do not have to turn in skin. So if you do turn in skin, they have to try it.
I did hear that actually.
So
but I don't think these didn't even come with skin.
Okay.
So they were. I think they were skinless and boneless.
Yep. That is very common.
But they weren't. It wasn't fun. I did not enjoy it at all.
I love cooking chicken. That's what's good is I like cooking chicken and ribs. You like cooking pork butt and brisket.
Yeah, so. I love cooking pork butt and brisket. I could do that all day long. I could trim them. I'll sit there and trim them and try to make them all pretty and uniform and all that, and then put them on there and season them and all that. Like I could do all that. But when it comes to chicken, I'm like I could cook a good drum, or a leg or whatever, like at home. Like I could do that. I haven't done it in competition yet, but
you're not trying to get flavor profiles together for judges,
right?
Trying to get 5 judges to say yes, this is the best,
right? Exactly.
You're impressing a wife and 3 kids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which by the way, I think they're worse than judges. Just saying.
Your wife can be a bad critic, but
speaking of that,
yes.
Do we want to get into other stuff? We can save that.
Yeah,
we can save that topic.
Save that for another podcast. Yeah, that could go on a whole half hour by itself.
We probably could. We'll probably have to say that for a different one. But yeah, like I don't know. Well, with chicken, she's not very picky about it. The kids, however, are picky. Well, although they love the white sauce, the white barbecue sauce. Oh yeah,
like the Bob Gibson's white barbecue Alabama sauce.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not to name drop here, but
yeah, no, we actually buy it all the time. Actually, I have to pick some up in a couple weeks because we're out and the kids are complaining they don't have any white sauce.
Are you doing your annual barbecue shopping trip?
Yes, in like 2 weeks, something like that. Yeah.
I think by the time this episode airs, it'll actually be, I believe, this weekend.
Oh yeah, that would be.
So
it depends on you have the scheduling here. So
yeah.
I'm just letting you go, buddy.
Yeah, we're just chatting and ranting. And we'll figure out when to put these out to you guys.
But I got the big trip coming up. I'm gonna go. I haven't decided exactly. I know at least 3 places I think I'm gonna go to.
Good.
So
I may have to give you a list.
Oh, jeez. Here you go. Buy all these for me too.
Yeah. By the way, I need these. So.
Yeah. I got a lot of stuff I want, but I don't know what I need that much. I did pick up a new seasoning. I think I brought that today. I showed it to you a while ago.
Yeah.
That's a local guy, and
so there is a local barbecue next town over from us called Licking My Chicken and Pulling Our Pork. Yeah. So they have,
and I haven't tried it. I just bought it today. They have a seasoning.
I have actually never even tried their barbecue.
I need to get over there and try it because they have a whole new setup. Like they move their trailer in kind of indoors and they have a whole like bar area and stuff. And it's looks pretty cool from the pictures I've seen. I haven't been over there. I need to get over there. But I tried their stuff. Gosh, I bet it was last winter. I'm a DJ, obviously we've talked about, but we were at a party. I think it was a party for somebody's. I don't think it was a wedding, but it was for some. Anyway, doesn't matter. And they had these guys there, and they were doing some catering, and it was good. I mean, I'll give it to them. It was good. The catering was great.
Yeah. Everybody I've talked to says they absolutely love it.
Yeah. So anyway, today I found at a store that I was visiting, I found some Licking My Chicken, Pulling My Pork all-purpose rub. Ooh. So We're going to try that out.
Yeah.
We're going to see what happens. I'm not sure what I'm going to cook with it yet, but I'm going to try something.
Well,
I guess it says it's gluten-free and no MSG, which I've never seen gluten in anything, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Drew and them guys over there, they do a good job.
Yeah. I was going to see if it showed like what to use it on, but it doesn't really say. Just kind of all-purpose, I guess.
We'll just have to do
pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey. So
there you go.
We'll give it a try.
New recipe for your chicken.
I want to do some turkey. We got Thanksgiving coming up.
Thanksgiving coming up next week, so
yeah, I really want to do some turkey, but I haven't bought one, so I'm probably not going to get it done.
We'll have to talk turkey recipes next week.
Yeah, we'll have to do some turkey talk. I really want to do one, but I just haven't done one. I do ham.
That's the thrill that I like, just grabbing something and trying it. However, it can get expensive really, really fast. But I don't know. I like just trying new things.
Right. I do too.
Coming into barbecue, I always thought lemon pepper. I don't know why. Everything I cooked, it had to have lemon pepper. I just thought lemon pepper
was barbecue?
It was just the go all end all.
Well, everybody puts lemon pepper on chicken, and I am not a lemon pepper chicken.
I can't tell you the last time I even used lemon pepper.
Or what's the other one? Jerk chicken. Everybody loves jerk chicken.
Oh, see,
God, you go to the Caribbean and everybody's jerk chicken.
I absolutely.
I got nothing wrong with jerk chicken, but I don't know.
Growing up, when I first started getting into barbecue, that's all I knew. You put it on your steak. You put it on your pork steak. It just
you didn't put lemon pepper on steak.
Oh yeah.
What?
That's all I knew.
Oh, I didn't know how to cook a steak. This might have to be a video trying lemon pepper on steak.
Yeah, I didn't know how to cook a steak growing like.
When you were younger.
I'm talking 20 years old. I should have known, but did I? No.
Yeah. So that's okay. Well, we need to
revisit
lemon pepper.
Put it on the Weber kettle and put it on there. That's all I knew. I didn't know temperatures, how to turn it, nothing.
Really?
Nope. It was just put it on the fire.
So you're like, okay, I think it's done, and you cut it open, and then hopefully it's not
done,
bleeding.
And it's like, wow, this is way overdone. Growing up, Dad always barbecued. I didn't have to do it.
Right.
I just watched him do it.
I mean, when I was first starting out with my first grill and cooking stuff, I didn't know anything about steak.
Which, by the way, you sent me a picture of.
Oh, that was the first.
The Brinken Grill and Smoke.
That was the smoker, the first smoker. I had that propane grill before that, though.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's just a propane cooker or regular grill, and
just normal gas grill.
But I did. I just sent you a picture of my first smoker. Which, by the way, I don't know why it's so dark. I don't know what I was doing on. I think it came off of Instagram, and that picture is like really dark, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know what I was doing trying to make it look cool.
Well, I'm assuming it was at night,
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, because it was probably early in the morning or something, and it was probably dark out when I did it.
That, or you were first trying out your photo editing skills because it has that red glare around the grill.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing there. It looks really weird. But yeah, it was a Brinkman.
We'll have to post that on Instagram so people can see it.
Yeah, my first smoker. I wish I had one of those again. I've actually kind of looked for them. If I find another one of these days, I'm gonna have to pick it up because
you just it's good to reminisce. But
I think I could do it better now.
Right.
No, more knowledgeable now. I think I could probably make one of those and like make something good on it.
Well, I mean, it's just like a drum, and that has the best flavor in my life that I've ever had.
Yeah, I actually probably prefer the drums over anything. Everybody's always been into offsets, and offsets are good. Don't get me wrong, but you just can't beat that flavor of a drum.
No, in my opinion,
a drum.
We may get some slack for this, but a drum, in my opinion, is the best smoker.
Yeah, because you get that sauces and juices and stuff dripping down over the coals and on that diffuser plate.
Fiery goodness.
Puts it all back into the air and the smell and the flavor. It's so good.
That is the smell of barbecue.
Oh, 100%.
Sitting in a basement down here, I can still smell it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love my drums. I don't think I'll ever go back. I don't think I could. I don't know. I want an offset again.
The only reason,
one of those like I don't know that I want an offset again.
And even competition, I don't think I'll get another offset. I'll just get a bigger drum,
Bigger drum or bigger pellet grill.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pellet grills are one of those things like when you show up to a competition.
You hide it under the tarp and you're like, well, I don't want anyone to see me using this thing.
I'm just going to cook my chicken on it, and put everything else on the other stuff.
It's just for warming food up, I swear.
Yeah. We're just going to cook some side dishes on there later,
Yeah. Oh, I'm cooking breakfast. You know, when you guys want to dip, come to me and I'll have lunch.
Yeah, we'll have something. We'll have that on the pellet grill. Yeah. Granted, here we are talking about this, and what did we do on our first competition together? We both used pellet grills.
2 pellet grills.
You know Can't do that. Can't do that on the next one.
No. Last competition, I took a pellet grill.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I cooked my ribs on that.
I mean, if it works, I don't see the problem with it. I don't know. I'm kind of one of those people who's like, oh, pellet grills. That's just me.
Last year, I was focusing on tenderness. So I wasn't too worried about the smoke flavor. It was all about getting tender, trying to learn that. And I didn't care what I was cooking on.
Yeah. And if you can get the smoke and the flavor, I mean, obviously you did fine on a pellet grill. So
yeah, I mean, it works for me.
For the people out there who really want to knock pellet grills in competition, I mean, you did just fine.
Well, I like to think I did.
You know, well, you brought home the big trophy, so
yeah,
you obviously did something correct.
Well, you know. So.
But anyway,
well, Jazz, where can they find you at?
Find me at NewBQ, NEWBQ on YouTube. You type in NEWBQ Backyard Barbecue, however you want to put it in there, just as long as you put that NEWBQ. Facebook, Instagram, NEWBQ 2020, and I think that's about it.
All right, you can find me at Fire Mission Barbecue on Instagram. If you want to connect with the show, you can find us on Butts and Stuff Podcast on Instagram. If you have any questions, want to comment, want to be on the show, email us at buttsandstuffpodcast@gmail.com.
All right, you want some more moonshine?
Oh, we got to end this show properly, so.
That's right. Let's have a little drink before we get out of here.
We're going to have a drink and get out of here. See you later.
Bye.